All right, this is the 12th grade B, my babies, on a Wednesday, 10th of March. Today we already called the roll, and we'll be discussing on Jamboard, which is a Google app, and we'll be discussing some questions about the unit that we're talking about, and then we're gonna go quickly on vocabulary review if we have the time. Yes, I think we have the time. Let me see. Yeah, we have the time. And then we'll be doing some listening practice. I'm not going to go through the recommendations, but just mention some words of the day. For example, if a person tells you, right, you can talk now. I'm all ears. What does it mean if a person tells you, I'm all ears? If your friend says, I need to tell you something. Okay, go on. I'm all ears. What does it mean, people? Ah, mata ka. Any idea, people? Hello?
¿Qué cosa, teacher? ¿Puede repetirlo?
Ah, damn allergy. Okay, I'm back. I was talking about these words. Did you see them? Here. I'm all ears. Any idea, people?
Soy todo oídos.
Hey, Konsu, morning.
La profe.
Well, I think there's no one in the class. Okay, let's continue. So I'm all ears. It means I'm willing to listen to you, so you can trust me. Go on, speak. Another expression is something that costs you an arm and a leg. It means that it's really, really expensive. If you have something on the tip of your tongue, it means you kind of forgot the word, but you are trying to remember it. And if you give someone a hand, it means that you are willing to help. Now, let's start our discussion right now. So here I have my jump board, and we gonna share some ideas on the questions that I've got here. So I'm gonna give you the link. I'm gonna put the link on the chat, and I want you to Gala, and I want you to answer the question number one. We're gonna go bit by bit. And what is the idea? I want you to make a stick note, okay, sticky note, just like this. So for example, question number one, okay, don't think about these questions yet. These questions, not yet. Question number one is, why do you think that people like stories so much? What do you think? What do you like? What do you think that people like stories so much? They like to listen to stories. They like to read stories. They like to see stories on on films. Why is that? So please write me a note. Okay. I'm gonna give you 1 minute per question. I'm gonna put the timer. Mhm. Okay. ¿Cómo entra a la página? Con el haciendo clic. Ahí sale una herramienta a la izquierda donde pueden escribir las notitas. Se llama Sticky Note. Okay, so the link is on the chat, and please answer the first question. Question number one is, why Do you people like stories so much? No sé si hay que rayar, en realidad hay que poner una notita. ¿Mm? Ya, Carla, no me ataques, estoy en clase. Anyone? All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Goody, 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 goody. All right, so there's one here. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. It's fun to imagine being part of a story and or think like the the principal character. Yeah. It lets people's imagination fly. Yeah. Agree. Okay. What else? What else? Do we have more people here in this class? I think here, this is a sticky note, right? And then you're going to write your note there, your answer. Tenemos 9. Y ustedes son 20. El Javi tiene que escribirlo en la página. Because they're entertaining and takes you to live the story. Yeah. Thank you. Agree. I'm gonna take a picture of this later. Está en el celular. Igual podría bajarlas el re liviana. Es como un de notas. Un bloc de notas chiquitito. Es re bueno. Okay, here we have another answer. And it says, because people like to be in a different world than ours. And imagine that maybe to disconnect from our lives for a moment. Oh, I agree. I read because of that. That's cool. It's fun to imagine being part. Okay, because that's how people get away from the reality. Very similar to the other one. And agreed. Yeah, that's true. I feel the same. If you want to, for example, if you have problems in your life, or if you're very stressed and you want to get out of from that situation, reading is a good option, or listening to a story, or watching a film. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, ¿cómo? No tenía espacio, sí. Ya, voy a poner la tuya aquí. Ya está la primera, ahí está. Sometimes it takes them out of reality. Yes, that's true. It takes people out of their. Sometimes they don't have a really happy life, although having a really happy life is really difficult. But sometimes it takes you out from pain, from troubles. All right. So that was question number 1. We're gonna move to question number 2 now. I'm gonna take a picture of this because I can use this in as classwork. This is a screenshot. Jamboard 1. Okay. Let's do question number 2. I'm gonna erase your things. All right. Question number 2. What elements makes what element makes a good story? What elements make a good story? I'm gonna. But can you be more specific, Isidora? Because you're just a protagonist. It could be a bad protagonist, for example. It could be a terrible antagonist, a badly written antagonist. It could be a mediocre conflict. And what is descended? What makes a good story, people? What makes a good story in a film or in a book? Mhm. People. Okay, people. Nice. All right. The plot it has to have a plot that makes sense. All right. The character design must be original, as attractive as well as the story. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Agree on that. So the plot has to maybe it can be the plot has to be interesting and the characters engaging. So if you have engaging characters, you kind of they become attractive. Engaging is that they are really interesting to watch. The story, the history. So it's not the history, it's the plot, right? The plot, the argument, the characters, and a good writer. Yeah, a good writer as well. Fights between the protagonist and the antagonist. Yeah, action films are fun. Yeah, I agree. That's why James Bond movies are really popular. Some are better than others, of course. Anyone else? But Gala, please stop it. Anything else? Mm, well, I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this one. Mm, or two. Okay, and last question. Action. I like action. Okay, what characteristics a good storyteller must have? For example, I'm really bad when I tell stories. What about you? What do you think a good storyteller is? What characteristic this person has? Stop it. Stop it. Okay, stop it. A lot of imagination, yeah. And that is something that for some people is difficult. Have a good imagination, no limits. Okay, emotion. This is different. Okay, that's good. It's a different view because usually we talk about imagination, but emotion as well. It's quite relevant, I think. What else? Imagination. hmm What else? But some people have a lot of imagination, but they can't really tell their story. A person who knows how to put their ideas into words in a good writing. When they do actions related to a story. Okay, know how to write what you imagine. Yes, I agree. Sometimes you're thinking about something really great and they make it real with their words. I agree. All right, I think that's it. We don't have really a lot of people participating, so we're gonna take a picture on this. Uh, this is 12 again. Jamboard 3. Stop it. Okay. Having emotions in which you tell the story and the change of okay. This is interesting as well. I'm gonna put this one too. hmm Okay, this is interesting too. So you're thinking about when someone tells a story, the emotion, agree, imagination, and carry in charisma. Mm. Passion to write, agree. Yeah, you can see when the writing is being written with passion, and like it becomes interesting right away. So I'm gonna rewrite this one because I got more interesting answers. Okay, we're gonna stop here with this one and we're gonna move on. So thanks to the people who participated. I don't know where the others are, but I hope they come back. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna leave this for now and I'm moving now to the book. By the way, if you go to your Google Classroom, you will see the book pages. Here I put the book for the people who don't have the book. It's on PDF. Um, it's complete, and also you have the workbook, and it's complete as well. Plus, you have a homework, which is this one. It would be very nice if you complete it during the week for next class. All right, let's continue now. And this is on. This is in the book. Can you give me 1 second? I'm gonna throw my cat out of the room. Very naughty. Let's go. Okay, I'm back and loaded. Let's continue. So I will be now on, this is page 51, 51, 51, 51, 51. Martina, I think you told me you don't have the book, right?
Sí, profe.
Okay, so you can use later the material I put on Google Classroom. It's in PDF. You can download it. You can print it if you want, or you can do it digitally. All right, so what we have are some books. Okay, here we can see some books in this activity, and it's quite simple. Well, the vocabulary we're going to check now is type of stories, and what we're going to do is to listen to them and then match them. Let me open the sound. All right, here we go. So we're going to listen to the audio and match them. So we have some books that probably, do you know any of these books?
Teacher, creo que no se ve.
Se ve Classroom.
Sí.
Okay, what about now?
Ahora sí.
Okay. Yes? Okay. I repeat, it's page 51. Page 51. Okay, do you know any of these books, by the way? It says Darwin, Freddy's War, Tales of Terra, Love in the Lake, maybe? Yeah, maybe the lake. The Poetry of War Worlds, Berlin Express, University Murders, and D.H. Lawrence, The Vicar's Garden, and other stories. Do you know any of them?
No.
Not really. Okay.
Sí.
Do not worry. You're gonna listen to the recording and have a look, and so we can match them better. All right. Let's do this. Here you go. You tell me if the volume is okay or not.
Track 1.32. A. Biography. Autobiography. B. Historical novel. C. Horror story.
Okay, Yanela.
D. Romantic novel. E. Poetry. F. Science fiction novel. G. Travel literature. H. Crime novel. I. Short stories.
Como que está lagueado. Un poquito. Yeah. Let's have a look. All right. So what we have here, we have different stories. Just heard the recording. According to Gabby, it was really loud. Let's have a look. What we have. Which of them is a crime novel? A crime novel. People, can you hear me?
Sí. Quizá esa es la de University Borders.
Okay, University Murder. According to what you remember, what elements are in crime novels? Usually, what we see in crime novels, apart from the title. Okay,
Policías.
English, please.
Police.
Okay, police. What else?
Esa.
Detectives. Good. Police, detectives. What else? Police, detectives. Dead people. Okay. Death. Also. Death. Dead people and death. Yeah. Fights. A riddle. Yeah, sometimes riddles. Yes, that's true. Some mysteries. Riddle. Investigation usually as well. Okay. So we need that vocabulary as well. Okay, let's continue with science fiction novel. Which of them might be a science fiction novel? Disappearances. Good. Good, good, good. Disappearances. That's good. That's clever. Which of them is a science fiction? I'm gonna make a note. Number 2, science fiction novel. Which one do you think it might be? Remember science fiction, sci-fi? Any idea? Could it be Freddy's War, Berlin Express, Love, Darwin? Okay, War Wolves. Thank you. This is a movie. In the movie, I think it is Tom Cruise in the movie. Yeah, I think it is. Next one, historical novel. And historical novel. Which one might be the historical novel? Freddy's War. Could be. Could be. Okay, let's put it there. Maybe we're wrong. A horror story.
La de Tales,
Like Alice? No. Tales. Yes. Tales of Terror. What's the meaning of tales?
Cuentos,
Yes.
mm, relatos, ¿no?
Relatos. That's true. Okay, relatos. So that's true. Autobiography.
Darwin, ¿no? Darwin.
Oh wow, a lot of things. Yeah, Darwin seems the best one. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, something opened. There you go. Darwin. Short stories. Short stories. Short stories. Let's go romantic. It's the easiest one. Mm, this one. Okay, love story should be here. And this one, Marty? This one? Short stories? All right. And travel?
Berlín.
Surely Berlin Express and the art poetry. The poetry of war. Let's see. I think this one, Freddy's War, is a bit. Don't know. Let's have a look. No, they were correct. So historical novel, Freddy's War. So number one, University Murders, science fiction, war worlds, Freddy's War, historical novel, Tales of Terror, horror story, autobiography, Darwin, short stories, D.H. Lawrence, romantic novel, love, of course, travel and literature, Berlin Express, and the poetry of war is poetry. All right. So time's up. Kind of slow today. Maybe next time will be faster because I need to do more activities. All right, people. I'll see you around.